Hello, it's me, Zacchaeus. How you doing? I'm trying to find what topic to talk about. Oh, about Scott Baio and Tamron Hall. I think her name. Okay. Well, in MNBC, Scott Baio. I'm glad that Miss Hall, that sister don't play. She a fine sister too. Got a camel skin, brown. You know what I'm saying? Fine too. She told Scott Baio off for you know what I'm saying, and I'm glad that she took control. And Scott Baio, and I used to be y'all, I'm old. I'll be 37 soon. And I remember as a little boy, and I want to go into history of this because I just like Selena Gomez, Scott Baio lost a fan. I was a big Charles fan. I used to love Nicole Eggert. That's her name. Yeah, I know that the fine blonde chick. That I used to love her. Anyway, when I was a little boy growing up in the 80s, it used to be old reruns of Charles and Charles. And I never forget, in the 80s, in the late 80s and early 90s, they actually would play some episodes that was current, some that were not current. And so, if you couldn't, if I couldn't go outside and play, if I didn't want to go outside and play, I used to be at the television, just look at television. If I didn't have schoolwork that weekend, okay? So, I was a big tough, even though sometimes I would sneak and watch TV. Sometimes I did get away with it, doing my schoolwork, okay? Because I wanted to really let you know, I always told my family that I wanted to be in the entertainment industry. So, that's why, 20, 30 years ago when I fell first grade, I didn't understand the idea of why I need that type of education. I thought when you go to kindergarten, you was going to just you need color and watch videos, whatever. But like I was telling people at my job, who said you shouldn't be telling you flung first because Whitney Houston. How well I know it's real. We had an LP. This is how old I am. My aunt had the LP single because the cassette tape of Whitney Houston's first album was destroyed. Okay, I could listen to Save My Love and the song that she did with Jermaine Jackson and all that other stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I'm old school, okay? I'm back in the day. Whitney Houston is my second love, okay? Besides Diana Ross was my first. It ain't no Diana Ross in my 40s, okay? I love Diana Ross' look and everything. She's beautiful back in the day. As a little boy, I wanted to marry Diana Ross or either Whitney Houston. So, Whitney Houston, and I failed first grade because listen to Whitney Houston. And I would not do my schoolwork. My grandma was trying to make me do my schoolwork. I did not want to do it. I want to watch television, I want to watch cartoons, and just, and as soon as I get home, I'll put the LP. I was like Dr. Dre. Yeah, I remember watching, what's that movie, Straight Outta Compton. Want to listen to music because I wanted to be in the industry. I remember listening to Kiss by Prince. God rest his soul. You don't have to be rich to be my girl. Okay, see, I'm old, okay, compared to these young people who watch me on YouTube. So I look young, but I'll be 37 soon, which is 3 years to 40. So I remember not wanting to do schoolwork because I told my family, please take me to auditions, casting, whatever, and they would not want to do it. I wanted to be in Hollywood so bad. I wanted to meet Janet Jackson and Paula Abdul, Madonna. Those are my three divas I love. Okay, when Selena, no, not Selena Gomez, stop it. When Selena Gomez had mentioned that in the movie with Jennifer Lopez playing her in the movie Selena, and I remember, the Bustier. I remember Janet Jackson, Paula Abdul, Madonna being the three divas of the late '80s. Okay, so I'm sorry, I glued to television. Paula Abdul video come on, Janet Jackson, Escapade. Back in 1990, I would stop doing my schoolwork and start jumping on like she did when she's in that video, okay? You know what I'm saying? I remember watching President Principal at 87. Yeah, 87. It was like summer 87. So you're not in school, okay? But when, I remember every time I put the Janet cassette, and I still had the cassette, and I also bought the CD at Family Dollar, the Janet Control. And I remember when the jump, seriously, I think one time I did get on the bed and try to do the flip. And lucky I'm still alive today. And I never get my family with my uncle. Once I'm also, you're going to hurt yourself trying to do Janet Jackson dance. So that's how influenced I was about the television. So when I was not going to school, I was grounded or something, I would watch the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, Charles in Charge, Silver Spoons, And the guy who's Afro Latino who played Carlton, yeah, he's Afro Latino besides Ashley, okay? She recently got married, talking about Tatiana Lee. Alfonso Ribeiro, he was on Silver Spoon. I've been watching all those shows, on the weekend, besides watching videos. And if I couldn't, we didn't have cable in my room, and everybody watching the big TVs in the den or my grandparents' room, I watch, I'll play Nintendo, okay? So, when watching Charles in Charge, I remember loving watching that show, looking to him not like a role model, but if I had a show, I would love to play that role okay? Scott Baio, I didn't care about color, and I'm also mixed with, I did not know then, but I was taught black and Indian, but I'm mixed with white as well in my family tree, and of course I know probably as Italian, and and wanted to say, when I get to Hollywood, I would love to have a role like Charles in Charge. He kept the house on ground, and he did not play. You know what I'm saying? And he was, he had him and his buddy, the blonde dude, to come in there. They meet fine chicks. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, dang, I would love to play that role in Charles in Charge if they ever do something similar or whatever. And I used to watch Scott Baio, with having a baby. I'm on VH1. Besides the ratchet videos, the ratchet reality TV, whether it be Love and Hip Hop. No, it was I Love New York. I Love New York. Rock of Love, Flavor of Love. Because I watched because Flavor of Love came 10 years ago. But when they said the secondary version of it, because I didn't get to, I was in El Paso, Texas, and we didn't have cable and Job Corps. So I watched Flavor of Love, and I watched the secondary version, and I watched I Love Money and Real Chance of Love, all them, those reality shows. They were ratchet, Rock of Love, what I'm saying? I couldn't stand Lacey on Rock of Love. Oh, I wanted just like she was like the white version of New York, and I wanted that sister Dallas to beat the shit out of Lacey. Okay, and I'm glad Rodeo, that white woman, that's a tough white woman. She's from the South. Southern women, I'm sorry, I'm sorry to say this, Southern women, no matter what color they are, do not play that shit. Sorry to folks on the Midwest or from the West Coast, but Southern women do not play that shit. And she laid Lacey down. Y'all remember Lacey, the redhead chick that was like the white version of New York, trying to start shit in the house? Okay, on Rock of Love. Okay, I can stand that bitch. And I was mad at Brett Michaels for trying to get rid of Dallas and Lacey. Dallas, I don't care if she's a sister. I think that he would make a couple with Dallas, But Lacey, that bitch, no, she need to get pimp slap out the doggone competition. I would have done it. Okay, I'm sorry. As soon as I found out she started shit in the house, she had to go. They let, like Flavor Flav let Safari get out the house when she started fighting with Lacey, when she started shitting, everybody gained up to attack Lacey and try to stop her from balling Dallas. I'm glad that Rodeo took up serious. I don't care what color she is. That I love me some Rodeo. Rodeo didn't play that shit. She laid it down. And I'm from the South. I have to be proud, okay? From being from Texas. I don't know what. I think she's from Texas or somewhere from the South. But Southern women do not play that bullshit. Y'all think that because, folks, we live on farms, and I live in the city. I don't live in the farm. Okay? I have family live out in the farm in the small country towns of Texas, but I live there? No. But Southern women do not, no matter if they're black, white, whatever, Spanish, whatever, name it, whatever, mixed with them. Most of us mix and want to meet it down south. It's like ashamed, but I'm not ashamed of being multiracial. They don't play that shit. Okay? Southern dudes don't play that shit. Y'all think in New York, and I know a white dude who was Cajun. We're talking about our Creole Cajun backgrounds, and at being top, and that dude said when he was in New York, the dudes thought they was like country boys, don't play that, like they was gullible and everything. No, they beat the shit out of New Yorkers. Okay, what I'm saying? He's a raging Cajun. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember I told you that there are white people who believe in cold punishment. I don't believe in cold punishment. You know what I'm saying? That people think that it's the opposite. That it's black folk becoming and white folk. That's not true. And I'll never forget, I was at Ben Todd, I said that the white dude that was Cajun, that was him. Okay, right. Back in 2013. And he spoke a lot and everything, yes. So he was there for him, his girlfriend who was about to have his child. Yeah, don't forget. So, because I got chest pain, deal with that bullshit on the job. Seriously, because I was chest pain, I thought I was going to die. And I wanted to die because I deal with that old psychotic angel mom at my doggone job. When I used to work in the apartment complex, I couldn't stand that bitch. Point is, that's another subject. But, yeah, seriously, he was talking about, yeah, he went to New York. This dude was 20 years old. He said to him, his friends, and they started picking on him because they were from the South. And they beat the shit out of New Yorkers. I'm sorry, in New Yorkers, y'all think that we Southern people, no. That's what I'm saying. If I go to New York, I'm not going to be a talkative person. I'm going to be people who want to talk to me because I know the mentality. They're not talking if they're not, they don't want to talk to nobody. And I kind of like that because I know who you're my enemy or down here in the South, everybody want to talk to you and stab me back. That's for everybody in the South. But anyway, going back to the situation. So besides, I watched, what's it called? Charles having the baby, whatever. I forgot what it's called. Scott Baio having the baby, you know what I'm saying? And I remember they kicked out his friend out the apartment company at the house, I remember watching this on that. And no idea that this dude was Republican. I knew that he was getting back to his religion. I'm not a perfect Catholic Christian. I'm also a convert since I was 13, and I'm not the perfect one to sit on a pedestal. I do have some limits on my own personal level. Sometimes I need to follow all the limitations, so now you know the one. But he was talking about at the public convention, he would be religion back. Okay, and I'm going to let Scott Baio know, as an ex-Protestant, they're not talking about us. They're talking about American Protestants, especially white Anglo-Saxon Protestants and conservatively. Americans found on white American Protestant values, not Catholicism. So I'm not the perfect one out there, please. Okay, and when I do wrong, I admit, my wrongdoing. I can sit here and play, like I'm the perfect person in the world, So if I strive for perfection, it's gonna be for God, not for no human being on this earth. So what happened was, when the sister came down, she said, "Excuse me, why would you put a picture of Hillary Clinton? Use the word cunt." Now, I'm sorry. Y'all know that Hillary, I feel that she is a female version of Trump in disguise. Black Lives Matter movement, when her husband came out and admitted that he made that bill, okay, to put black and also Hispanic dudes in jail for non-violent offenses. Do like that bright, light-skinned lady in the movie, Madea Go to Jail. You remember when Keisha Plum played the prostitute, whatever, and the light-skinned lady was scared that Keisha Plum character was going to take her man, which later on did happen because he did her, she did wrong. And she, she fixed the ways to maximize both Madea and Keisha Plum character. Well, that's exactly what they do to brothers in jail for non-violent offenses. You have people who are child molesters and killers get out of prison faster than a person who, for a drug thing, something non-violent, they get 22 years. So that lets you know how fucked up the criminal system is. The criminal system, the justice is, okay? The law, legal field is, okay? So, not only that, y'all, she's exposed him. Because I'm not the perfect one, but if you truly are following the faith, that's not our faith to do that. That's Christ-like Christian, Catholic Christian-like behavior. I know when the way I act is not good. Okay, but that's between me and God. But this dude comes on like, I'm the perfect one, I changed my life, whatever, and think you're holding down, but yeah, you tweeting Hillary Clinton cunt. Now, me personally, I don't care because I'm not voting for Hillary or Donald Trump. I threatened to vote for Donald Trump if black and people African Hispanic and Hispanic community will stop acting a fool against each other. Because I'm sorry, if you can't, even for language, say fuck Donald Trump, but you acting like Donald Trump towards each other. Okay, call y'all niggas and webbacks and spicks and monkeys and all that stuff and yates. When I hear that and you run mind about white racism harassing you, I can't look back. You're not fighting against all racism. You know what I'm saying? You're saying because I have a victimization, I have a right to be racist. You know, and I'm sorry. I just when the Jose Flores situation, instead of mourning this your little boy's death and trying to find the killer, regardless of what color he is, you use some color to attack somebody. You know, and I just the same thing would happen in LA with the gangs there. They're using color. It's like, okay, really, but you can't get mad about the KKK coming to your area because y'all imitate the behavior both in both communities. Okay, so that's how the hypocrisy. If I would have sure got a life Fox News. But I would love to go on Fox News and just clown both these communities up. And I'm part of the African American community, but I also live in the Hispanic culture, you know, cross culture, and I see both hypocrisy in both communities. You know, the anti-racism, we're not, no one's pure black, and Latinos are a mixture of three races, not only two. So, you know, the black brother community, some don't want to admit. But the matter is that it's a hypocrisy. You can't sit here and have it both ways. If you want to fight against racism, don't teach your kids to be hateful, but yeah, you going to mind about the Klan teaching them against the racism towards you, okay? Teach their kids against the hate they hate you, okay? It doesn't make no sense. So, but I want to vote for Gary Johnson, okay? So, and Hillary Clinton, to me, she's a Nazi. She supported Sergei. I'm glad Baio, you know, clowned out her bullshit. And I'm glad I did not vote for her when Obama was running. And like I said, way before she jumped on the car to run for presidency, I said I was going to vote for Obama. He spoke at the, you know, Kerry convention, not for John Kerry, but get him pumped out and let Bush win. So, and I'm glad that Tamron Hall called him out. So how can you be Christ-like? You know, and you're in church or mass, whatever, and yet you tweeting this. And you also made fun of Michelle Obama's face. I'm a, when we got from Brooklyn, we make fun of our wives. No, we're not talking about your wife, we're talking about you attacking Michelle Obama. Because that was the face to make her look like a monkey. No different than Roger Vieira said, oh, only if it's showing the guy his behind fired. So, we know Scott Baio, and Scott Baio, you forget that a lot of, and I don't know if you're Sicilian, because you're a dark Italian guy. And here we go about Hannibal and Africa mixing there. The Ku Klux Klan do not allow Sicilian people in their organization because if you even look blonde and blue-eyed, they found you have Sicilian. They're indicating that you might have black DNA in you. And I never forget that how I know that, and it's not a lie. Because there was these two light-skinned women. And when I mean light-skinned, they did not look like sisters. They looked like white women. There was no Rachel Dorzell. If y'all watched More Report back in '93, I have that on my VHS. One, it was Ashley and Gabrielle. They're from Detroit. I don't forget who they are. And they was telling them that, you know, about the one-drop rule. They consider themselves black. Well, all their family, even if they were white, they were classified as black. They live as black people. And folks were saying they were white. And to me, of course, I agree with the old man saying they was half-breeds. No offense, because I'm a mixed-race person. But they were mixed. They didn't know in the world they could look like white people and be pure black. Okay? I'm camera skin. You can damn tell I ain't no fucking pure black person. I'm mixed. You know, I don't look dark chocolate. And they do have relatives who are because of the DNA how it varies. But they're mixed too. But as people come on my channel tell me, you don't like me eggs. I don't like Akon either. Okay? So, let's get this straight. So, point is, when they was talking, Italian dude, Sicilian came and said, I go to Sicily, and there are Sicilians that are darker than many African Americans here. So are they African American? Because they were debating even on the show about black versus African American on the show. So that's when I found out, and of course I haven't seen Sicily, but I've been watching Jungle Fever later on because I could watch already movies growing up until I got to teenage years. And I never forget on the Star Channel, I watched when I was 15 years old on in '95 Jungle Fever for the first time. And I never forget when the Italian guys had said that my mom was white. She's dark. She's dark, but she's not. She's a white woman, white as can be. And then there was Sicilian. And I'll never forget on Do the Right Thing with, and I love it. Oh, and Rose Perez was so fine on that video. Oh, she danced. Oh, she danced good on that video. Spike Lee did a good job putting that woman on there. Anyway, when I saw Do the Right Thing, and I know the dude with the kinky hair, the Italian that worked in a pizza parlor with the kinky hair, and Spike Lee said, "Excuse me, you got that black DNA." He kept denying it, and I said, "There's no way to hell a pure white man become with that kinky hair." Okay, so that's what I do. So Scott Baio, I have to call like all mixtures of people. Your bullshit, like I did with Natasha Ned, high yellow bone woman talking about killer crackers, and this woman is way lighter than me. She look more white than I do. I don't even look white. You know what I'm saying? I'm caramel. I don't look dark chocolate either. But y'all know what I'm talking about. This woman talking about kill the crackers and anybody that descends of white people. But her skin is more... I have a tan. She don't have a tan. She have a slight tan. But it's still palish. You know what I'm saying? So I call people. Let me let you on my channel. I speak multiracial, not monoracial. Okay, and I have a multiracial background I am very proud of. So if y'all like the stuff I say, get off my channel. Point is, Scott Baio, do some research on your roots before you start bumping them gums. Because as Italian and I used to think the dude was Hispanic one time. And I was like, oh, he Italian. Okay. This dude does not even look like a typical Fabio who was Italian. My role model, besides Shamar Moore and Tyson Belfort. Fabio looks more white in him, of course he is, but he blonde hair Italian. Scott Baio, I don't like no damn Fabio. You know what I'm saying? This dude looks ethnic. You know, I used to question Sophie Loren's with her features, and I realized about Hannibal. And even they're trying to get Vin Diesel to play Hannibal. Okay, so you know, and it's then I'll never forget. An Italian woman told me on Mi Gente. I used to be on Mi Gente, like I used to be on Black Home as well. And she told me, she said, you know, they were Africans that did slave white people. And when I mentioned, I said, oh, because I read about before the slave trade, there were Africans going to Europe, and slavery wasn't big like the slave trade when Europeans got involved. But they had, so you're talking about Hannibal, you know, mixing with Sicilians and having, that's why they have black dudes. And she said, yeah, how do you know? You're very smart, because she was married to her brother. And she told me, she said, yeah. She said, how do you know that? I said, because I read about mixed race heritage. And that's why, besides being, not all Italians are Catholic, but many who came to the country were, because Romans, right, that's where Peter reside. If you don't believe that, 1 Peter chapter 5:13, the church is here in Babylon. That's exactly what he went to. That's why I'm not a Protestant. Besides, personal interpretation, I have no prophecy interpretation of 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 20, 21. And people just, I did not like what Luther did back in the Revelation days. I do not, to this day, making your own interpretation about making your own church like that. I have no offense to any Protestant. I have a bias about that. Because you putting your own ideas in God's word. I do not like that. And I have folks here in the South do that to me. And that's why I have no tolerance for that type of religion. Okay? That's why I kind of disagree with Scott Baio, because they're not talking about you and our faith. They're talking about Protestantism. Because America found white Anglo-Saxon Protestantism. When the Pilgrims came here, of course, Spanish had no influence here. We all be speaking Spanish. We speak English, right? So, that's why. And I'm mixed with English, as I know. Besides Irish and French, Creole, and of course, Black and American. So, it gets on my nerves that Scott Baio did this, and he's now admitting racist, but I'm going to have to bring your history, dude. That you might have African Negroid DNA if you shut the fuck up. Sorry to cuss, and I know we're talking about religion and everything, but I can deal with hypocritical racist people. And I never forget how we know, and I remember when they first got here, white people who are Anglo and Protestant did not want any Irish, especially Italians. And they called them the WOP, with our papers. And I know how I know about the word, scheme for word, and I'm not anti-Italian. The word WOP, because I never forget the light-skinned brother in Malcolm X. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So I'm half nigga and half WOP. I don't fuck with nobody. Yeah, I mean, I was drunk. They were trying to play Rush Relate. And I said, what the heck is a wop? Because I never heard that term. And I looked it up. I said, oh, and that means without papers, okay? And Italians, even in Hollywood, get the stereotypical roles. They're treated, and and people have said, why are you saying that? A report done back a couple years ago said the people who are Italian, white folks, the poorest white people in the economic ladder were Italian people. Now, I'm not saying it's true or not, but if someone made a comment, some report. And I would be shocked because, really, I mean, I work with other white people. They talk bad about Italians. And I never forget this one girl who was the only white identified chick in the college classroom, who ain't all the white mixed with Cherokee. She said Italians are ugly. But later on, everybody sounded like Madonna. And forget that Madonna is part Italian. I mean, I'm just like, really? Girl, bitch, please. Anyway, and it was a fine chick. She was Mexican Italian. Ooh, she was fine too. And she said, excuse me, my dad's part Italian and part Mexican, And I said, excuse me, this woman is fine. I told her that. I said, how dare you say that? And I also mentioned Madonna was Italian, Madonna's French, Canadian, Italian. So, because everybody said I like Madonna with this blonde hair. She had weave in her hair. White woman with weave, or mixed with Cherokee, full blonde white woman. But she had some stenches in the hair. Ashton Carpentage, we did how to do it, to bring a track, and I didn't have no tracks on with weave. But they brought tracks of weave, and we had the blonde weave of this white mixed with Cherokee woman, should I say? Because I speak multiracial, not monoracial. So, but I met white folks who are not Italian, claim that Italians are part of the mob. It's like, really, so I guess all white Anglo-Saxon Protestant men are part of KKK. You can't make statements. And a defendant of one thing I used to love watching Celebrity Justice. And the sellout, who was like a Italian version of a coon, the Italian woman who defended Sopranos. Y'all remember the white Italian man who was part of Italian American Association, something like that. He did not like Sopranos. And as a person of color who gets stereotyped, I had to agree with the white Italian man. Many of us who don't know this, we look at the Sopranos, we look at the mafia movies, and if you ask anybody that's gangster, they thought, they have power, we should live like that. That's how street gangs kind of, Al Pacino and all, not Al Pacino, Al Capone, you know what I'm saying? Folks look at that and think that that's glorified. They living good. And I'm going to tell all the gangsters in the hood, the barrios, they wasn't sagging their pants either. So if you want to be more gangsters, at least put a suit on, okay? So, and actually there's a lot of corporations who are gangsters, okay? No matter what their ethnicity is. So, let's be real with that, okay? So, and a lot of folks, I was upset at the Italian American woman who defended this stereotype. Because I'm around people who are not Italian, and I met Italians who do not like Sopranos, who are not part of the mob, who are not this time. I met those who were, I ain't saying no names, but I also met those who are not. And I know as a person of color, why would I want someone to go through the way I go through? I just, like, for example, if you look at my CD case, you're not going to find too much brothers and sisters. Even I have a little Kim CD, but most of my CDs are pop, R&B, and Latin music. You're not gonna see no shoot up nigga down D that type of music from brothers who act like jigboos and coons, who read about we getting shot out by the police. They can't call themselves niggas and shit. You're not gonna find that in my CD case. I don't play that shit in my So that's why. And so when I see that there are Italians who are saying this, the only question I don't like is Christopher Columbus. He was a murderer. Okay, I do not like him. I'm part Native American, besides black and white, and that is very offensive to celebrate his day. Not because he'll tell you if he was Spaniard or Irish, English, whatever. I would never celebrate Columbus Day, but there's other Italians who did a lot of good things in the world. And you have, even I mentioned Prince, he's mixed with Creole and Italian already. You know, besides black. And the American, I heard someone that maybe mama's side of the family, something like that. And so, and I'm a big Prince fan. I like Alicia Keys, she's part Italian. Who else? Oh, I love the hell out of Faith. No, Faith Evans, she made me mad about a Tupac situation, but I do like her music. You know, she's part Italian, you know. So, you know, it's many people who done a lot of things, and, you know, I love Madonna till she started making that Blasphemous concert last year. You know, they got canceled, you know, the Rebels Heart Tour about the nuns pole dancing and junk. That was offensive to me, okay? And, you know, I just stopped liking her. I like the old, even at my job, they play her music, the old Madonna. Sometimes they play Living for Love, but they go back to Borderline stuff. I love Madonna. Actually, me and Madonna's birthdays are not that far apart. We're both Leos. And, you know, we like attention, okay? And if you know me on social media, almost every year, I would celebrate her birthday because her birthday is close by mine, okay? So, and I love, seriously, I love the hell out of Madonna until I saw that pole dance and stuff, and pole dance on the cross, and that blasting time out about your pussy wedding and talking using Jesus' name in there. I don't like that. It's sick and blasphemous. So, not to change the subject, but that's what I'm saying. So Scott Baio to come acting like, you know, like the Supreme Court judge that died, I did not like him. You know, the dark skinned brother who's cooning, defending him after this judge said they talk bad about African American people. So, talking about Clarence Thomas' friend, whoever, I forgot the one that died. So, I just don't like him. But when Scott Baio stopped acting like, I mean, dude, you have other white people who look down about Italian people, talk bad about you, and had to defend Italian people. And, you know, Fabio, besides Tyson Belfort and Shamar Moore, Fabio is my role model, okay? So, you know, I just, you know, really. So, I just, like, you know, for real, you know, so I just don't like it that Scott Baio is out here trying to kiss her to, and don't try anytime to bring religion. But those things that you did, and I'm not the perfect owner. I cuss, I do whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't do everything that's bad. But I'm not perfect either. And that's one thing I hate about, I don't mind striving for perfection, but I want to put on the actors that I'm perfect, and I want people on the pedestal that I'm this holy endowed person, okay? And then when I mess up, they get upset, you know. So, but that's what Baio did, you know, and doing all these tweets. And it's very true. If you're more religious, if you're more Christ-like in your Catholic Christian walk, I know this, and I know I don't do it all the time, that you cannot sit here and claim to be the holy endowed, but you're tweeting the word cunt, Hillary Clinton. You know, she deserves it, because she is a Trump in disguise. She is a redneck woman in disguise. It's called like it is, okay? She's not for people African American descent, Hispanic people. She's just sending abortion clinics to kill our babies and cause genocide. That's why I'm a pro-life liberal. Look for Democrats for life, y'all, okay? So, that's why I wanted Bernie Sanders to win. The only time I wanted Trump to win, when the Jose Flores situation happened, and both people, African American and Hispanic communities, started beefing each other. And I'm from Houston. I don't want none of these people who have that mentality come near me. And I did say I didn't hardly trust no minorities, like I want to hang with white people. I'm serious. I'm a minority myself, because I don't want to see two communities who suffer from racism, white racism, but they trying to practice that mess amongst each other, trying to audition for the Klan or something. You know, at the end of the time, if Donald Trump wins, it will open our eyes and say, hey, if we gonna whine about racism, don't practice it amongst each other. You know what I'm saying? Don't practice it with anybody else. Let's be humble with our walk. And I respect that. Don't sit here and shout fuck Donald Trump and come together when the Ku Klux Klan come to your neighborhood, because they don't like black or Hispanic people, but y'all went all that together before they came. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said, Trump wins, I just gonna move out the country. Okay? I will. I ain't gonna sit here in the United States. I'll be like Josephine Baker. One day I'll go to Mexico. I just want the country to rot in hell. It already been rotting since the Plymouth Rock. Okay? So, seriously, y'all, but you have the people who whine and complain about an injustice happened to them, but they have the capability to practice amongst each other. And that's why I said at my video about Stacey Dash, she was part black and part Mexican, that I was on her side, because I just can't take it no more of both the communities pinpoint each other and call each other the N word and the B word and making racial epithets. And as a person who was African American, besides being mixed white and American, who live in his cross culture Hispanic culture, I just can't sit here and look at that shit. My kid, if I was married to a Latino, my kid would not be around these people. Seriously, I just have to put them, I say it like this, put them away to school, don't say not racist. If I find racist, I homeschool, okay? So, it's just, if I was to live in LA, I'm not going to the hood of Baio. I'm going to the white neighborhood, or the integrated neighborhood, there's hardly no racism, okay? Just put it that way. I'm not going to sit here and go to, at least if I'm in a white neighborhood, I know who my, let's say all white people are racist, but I know who my enemies are. But people of color, it's, yeah, you can say this here and there, but it's not hard to tell. And especially when people are putting no section code and, people think that minority racism is not as harmful as white racism is. And so I'm not with that argument that minorities cannot be racist because they have political power. But they engage in that power when they act that way. Let's get that straight. That's a different persona I have. So, but Trump winning, if he do win, because I don't want Hillary to win. I don't want Trump to win. I want Gary Johnson to win. But yet there's people, every time I mention Gary Johnson, people in the minority don't want to pump his name up. Oh, for real? She not, because Gary is not for black people and African American, she not, no, she not. She's a snake, okay? She's no different than Trump. She's been trying to disguise it like this white dudes. Whoever told me, Clinton, he said the Clintons were racist. White conservative man told me that when I was doing their plasma one day. And I said, well, I heard that she is. And Black Lives Matter came in there and protested and Clinton, they were here to protect thugs. Sandra Bland was no thug. Trayvon Martin was no thug. I mean, he had a thug past, but not that time. The Crawford guy and Tamron Rice, they weren't thugs. See what I'm saying? So don't sit here and say that. But Scott Baio needs to get reacted. I'm glad that sister called him out. And I'm on that side. On that sister side. She fine, sister too. Ooh, she fine. And classy. I like a classy, fine sister. I don't like those Sakata Aunt Mama and hood red type ratchet ones. I am very judgmental about that because they make us as a people look terrible. Just like these thugs. Sagging their pants and call themselves niggas. Yeah, they be the white man's nigga. That's exactly what they call them, referring to themselves as. But I don't call myself a nigga. I have way more respect for myself and more class about myself. If I want respect, I have to live up to what it means. So that's why. But so Scott Baio, I mean, you lost a fan, just like I said, and I don't like Scott Baio. So, it's funny that the people that you want to hurt or want to support your ass in Hollywood. I want you to understand that. One thing about it as a aspiring celebrity, you have to thank your fans and respect your fans. They don't want to put you, besides God, they want to put you behind in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And without them, you would not have a fan base. You would not have money. You would not have people supporting you. So, one of your fans back in the 80s is no longer a fan today in 2016. I'm glad you showed your true colors, because I don't want to support, like I said, my whole color. I want nobody to support somebody who's a deceitful person in disguise. So, Scott Baio, I mean, child, we don't have friends about. You know what I'm saying? I never been your friend. I don't support you. I don't care nothing about whatever. I just don't care. I mean, like I said, and I love Miss Nicole Edgar. Y'all don't have the blonde shit. Ooh, she was fine. So, I just don't Scott Baio, you really is disappointing. You talk about religion. I ain't the person. Don't get wrong. You can throw stones on me all you want to. Trying to mentally crucify me, whatever. I don't care. The only judgment I would prefer to get and correction I get is from the man above. I don't trust no human being of any faith trying to correct me. Okay, I really don't. Okay, if I don't listen to people, and as I choose to listen to them, I'm very choice. It's very picky about who I listen to. I do my own thing. If I mess up, that's between me and the Lord. But to sit here and try to play holding down and do all this stuff, says about who you are and talking about Michelle Obama. Oh, you know, you making monkey jokes out of her. But don't forget, it wasn't for you. If you know, it's stupid that you can do that. But back in the 20s, they used to call you W.O.P. And that was not a good thing. It was no different than called a nigga. Okay, and I wish the higher brother's character, in my ex, if he's still living, can talk about his experience being called W.O.P. and nigga. Okay, that's just two strikes, you know. And no offense to my mixed black Italian people. You know, Gene Carter, Esposito, that's that brother right there. Yes, my friend right there. Yeah, you know, support his acting and stuff. And who else? A lot of Italians who are part black. I'm talking about American. You know, a lot of people. Fargo Harris, and I had to go old school. I had to go there. You know, turn a beat around. Oh yeah, you know, Vegas Robinson. Vegas Robinson. She part Italian, part black. Ooh yes. God rest her soul. My dad the same age. She's like a couple months older than my dad. You know, I love that song. Her and Donna Summer and Gloria Gaynor are disco queens. Okay, of course Donna Summer is a queen of disco. God rest her soul too. So, you know, and I'm just getting tired of, you know, of this trying to kiss up to white Anglo-Saxon behavior, but when white Anglo-Saxons didn't care about your behind, and you go on white racist sites, they call Italian niggers. They do. Seriously. I never get an Italian woman. It was fine. I think she was Sicilian. And she was dating brothers on blackplanet.com. And this white dude, racist white folks, I don't know how y'all go on acting sites and start shit with people who you hate. He got on there and called all type of you Italians are niggers. You know, you have nigger blood. She posted, on the message Instagram, she posted, and I told her back in 2003, I said the reason why he's saying that, because what happened to Hannibal mixing situation. That means, I'm sorry, it's just like Ethiopians are mixed with Semitic DNA. They're not full-blown Negroid. You are not in a mix. You know, I mean, besides America's mixing of the three races here, and after, the Columbus did not discover America, he discovered that the world was round, not America. Native people, and I'll show my body because I have no chest hair, had this land, okay? This is red land, not white man's land, okay? When it was mixed way before, during the biblical times, and people don't forget that in Gentile, in order to marry a Jew, you had to convert to Judaism and leave your other faith. So, and you had, Peter and, and other people, when they went into, and brought the church to Rome, and, you had mixing for people, period. People didn't look at color like we do here. They had different tribe of people, should I say, or different, groups. It wasn't about, color of the skin. So people were mixing for years, and this is nothing new. So, I just want to let you know is that we, mixture people, we're not new. How you got these mixtures in your background? Your parents are black. No, they classified them with that one drop rule back in the day. But my parents, my grandparents, anybody that's related to me, who are my foreparents, who have mixed DNA, they mixed DNA is the reason why I'm here today. We're mixed race people. Anybody that related to those foreparents ain't nobody pure. So people mixing for a long period of time. I wish people get in their head that besides the Moors, mix in Spain, and have Italian people who are racist, but when they're around other white people, they're like, no. They treat Spaniard and Italian people because of those mixing. And like I have to mention that Spaniards are not all that white too. Okay? So, you go on these racist sites, they talk bad about Spaniard people from Spain because the Moors mixing. I mean, it's like this. That's why Hitler said, even though he wasn't blind and blue-eyed, he wanted his whole army to be blind and blue-eyed because that was a pure look for the Aryan race. And same thing, if I was the different version of Hitler, and I wanted to proclaim to be pure black, but I ain't pure black, I couldn't get brothers that was my shade and lighter, or nearby my shade a little bit darker. They had to be dark chocolate, kinky hair, big lips, wide nose, the whole 9 yards. Couldn't look like different shades of us because we don't look pure black. You gotta get my point. It's the same thing with Hitler. That's what he did. He didn't look at himself. He was correct that the white people in Europe, were pure. Not pure. Those who were minimum blonde hair, but they have gray hair and green eyes too. But the standard was blonde hair and blue eyes. So when you look at Scott Baio, really, you wish you had the blonde hair and blue eyes. I'm just saying like it is. Ain't nothing wrong with dyeing your hair blonde, blue, but y'all know what I'm talking about, right? So that's all I have to say. But to Scott Baio, we're not cool no more, man. And I couldn't be friends with you. No, I couldn't. That's all I have to say.